Hello everyone and welcome to GSL's Wheel of Fortune Roleplay. Now, this is going to be another control tutorial. As you guys may have seen that we did a press your luck tutorial on the controls, and now we're going to be doing it on Wheel of Fortune. So, we're going to be going over all of these controls, as you can see. So the puzzle board, wheel editor, scoreboard, the front panel, the prize editor, and the music. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so first up, we're going to be looking at the front panel. So we're going to go over here. So $25,000 sign. If we bring it down here, you can see that this is the $25,000 sign. So you can either turn it off, or you can turn it on. You can have it flash. You can turn off the flash and just put it back up. So now here are the wheel layouts. Round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 4. So this button is just to adjust the wheel layout for the show. Show intro, we're going to get to that later. Set flash. So, whenever we press the set flash, you don't see much happening. Well, something is happening. If you look over here, these little light bulbs right here, these are what will be flashing on set flash. So when it says set lights, these are the only lights flashing. I don't know if they're going to make an update for that. But so far, these are the only lights, even right here. Okay, next up we have auto spin. So here's the wheel here. If I'm going to auto spin, it will start the wheel up, and that can be used for the intro, the closing, wherever you like. But it will automatically spin the wheel. And to stop it, click it once, and it will slow down. All right, next we have turntable spin. If you look right here, the white car, that is the turntable. So you click on turntable spin. You see it starts to spin around, and then when you stop it, you just click on it, and it'll slow down the turntable. Activate wheel. Activate wheel is pretty self-explanatory. If you click on it, it will let the player spin the wheel, let the players be able to spin the wheel. Now down here we have the bonus timer. This is going to be used for the bonus round. You just click on it, and it's going to ask for a time. So we can do 10 seconds, and we'll let it play for 10 seconds real quick. And let's say that somebody's solving, so you'll press the 10 seconds. And you'll press stop if they solved it. Now, lock controls. The same thing as a press your luck roleplay. So when you press lock controls, it'll keep anyone from getting in or out. Lock stage, it will lock out the stage, so it will form a barrier. Just like here. Nobody can jump on the stage. Now, score displays. Score displays are the contestant podiums that will flash. So if you click on red, you can see red's flashing here. Click on yellow, it will switch over to yellow. Blue, it will switch over to blue. And whenever you want to turn off, we'll say that yellow solved it. We'll just click on yellow and we'll turn off all. Bonus cards. These will spawn the bonus round cards. So the host will pick it up and they will be able to see their bonus round. Now here's a cool feature about this roleplay. You can change the wall color and the category color. So as you can see, the wall color is blue. If you click on it, you are able to have a color wheel. So let's make it a pinkish color. You can adjust the color here. You can adjust how bright you want it. So, and then once you have your color, you're going to press done. And it'll change the color for you. So here is the puzzle board, and we want to make that also red, just like a little lighter color. So we'll raise it right here. You press done. It'll switch the color of that, and it'll match the color you set. Now that is how the 1989, or sorry, not 1989. That's what they did back in the 1990s. Where the wall color was, that's what the category bar would be. Now you don't necessarily have to do that because this is a role play. You can do whatever you want, and it's fully customizable and accessible to you. Now, GUI Timer. This is basically for the commercials, so if you press on like 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, it'll just have a timer down here, and that's when you can like do commercial breaks or the countdown to start the show, and it'll just disappear once the timer ends. And there's also a cooldown on here. So you might want to be careful about that. Now, the prize editor. So as you can see, we have the wheel here. It's the exact same wheel that you are showing here. And it will also change depending on what round you're at. So we'll just go on round 4 with the $5,000 wedge. So you can basically pick a spot where you want your prize to be. So the choices you have is no prize, you just want to remove the prize, free spin, surprise, or do a custom one. So first we're going to look at free spin. So the 900, we'll do about the 500 so you can see it. So as you can see, the $500 wedge is right here. So if you want to add a free spin, click that. It will show right here, and it'll also pop up on the wheel. Now let's say next to the bankrupt, which would be right here, we want to add a surprise wedge. You want surprise, and it will add the surprise wedge here. Now the cool thing about this is you can also add glitter to the surprise wedge. And as you can see, it's a little bit glittery right there. And you can even add the surprise wedge too, so you can change the background color. You'll have the color wheel. You'll have these pre-selected colors. So let's make it white. Press done. Look at that. You have a lose a turn looking wedge, and you can change the text color. So let's make it red. And then there you go. You got like a red and white wedge right here. And then if you want to reset it, if you want to reset, you can press no prize, and this prize just resets the color. Now, custom. Let's go to the $350 wedge, which will be right here. Now, when you click on custom, it doesn't ask you for a text. So let's say that the prize will be a trip. Make sure it's capitalized too. And as you can see, it will add the wedge here, the prize wedge, so it's a trip. So you can also add the glitter to it, if you like. Choose a background color. We'll probably make it pink. And then you can choose the text color, maybe yellow. And if you ever made a mistake, you just go on text and you can change the text, so it'll make it like a car. Now, let's say the player landed on one of these wedges. So let's say the free spin one, because free spin, I'll introduce the next thing. So these X's, you will not click on these yet. But let's say red player, they spun the wheel and they landed on the free spin. So like right here, you're gonna press number 1, and it will take that off the wheel and it'll put them on their podium. Now there's also free spin tokens. So you can either add them, it'll add only up to 3 only. And then let's say they waste their free spin tokens. You just press the minus button, it'll take it away. Now, let's say yellow spun the wheel and they got the surprise wedge. You're gonna click on 2 for yellow, and then it'll also pop up here in the yellow player podium. Now to remove that, let's say they got bankrupt or the round's over, they gotta take it off. You're gonna press the X, and it will remove that prize. And now, let's say that you want to clear everything off the wheel, all the prizes. You just press clear prizes, and it will reset everything on the wheel. Now over here, you have sound cues. They'll do the closing theme, the break 1, break 2. They'll have all these prize cues. They have these mini sound effects, and it will have the applause. Now the prize cues, that's if you have an announcer and they're going to talk about the prizes that the player has won or what. Now next one over here, we're going to talk about the scoreboards. So, red is for red, yellow is for yellow, and blue is for blue. Let's start with red. So let's say, where are they at right now? So they're at the $500 wedge. Now you're going to press 500, and let's say that they got 2 S's. They call it S, they got 2 S's. You're going to press on ×2, and you're going to press copy input to round total, and it will display right here. Now this is just like the Pressure Luck Roleplay, where you have your own scoreboard. So if you're used to the Pressure Luck Roleplay, this is nothing new except we have a multiplier right here. And this is also from the WSN Roleplay too, Wheel of Fortune Roleplay. Now let's say that they solve the puzzle. You're going to press copy round total to grand total. You press that, and once you're done, press toggle grand total display at the end of each round, Then you can press clear round total and see it still pops up here. So if we also get rid of that, it'll turn it off. Let's add some money here. What do we got? This much. So now if we add this here, you see they got that much money, and then the total grand display. It'll show up their grand totals. And the bankrupt button, it'll play the infamous sound. Pretty well known. Alright, and up next we're at the puzzle board. We're going to go to the puzzle board portion. This is also just like WGSN roleplay puzzle board, but it is more simplified controls than what the old roleplay has. I'll show you a screenshot. But that's what the controls look like, and this is what it looks like now. It's so much simpler and so much organized. But it's probably going to require some explanations for you guys, because there's a lot of buttons here that probably you don't know what you're doing, you don't want to mess up. So, whenever you start a new server, it will always say Wheel of Fortune. You don't have to use that puzzle, obviously. So let's create a new puzzle. We're going to click on that, and here's a note that the developers added. To add in custom line breaks, type in the caret key. You do not need to add an extra space. Make sure to clear the previous puzzle before entering a new one, as the puzzle will immediately be drawn on the board. That it says board, it's got cut off, I think. So, we're at a new puzzle here. So let's do jumping dolphins. You're gonna type that, and you're gonna press save. And now will pop up here. So you must be wondering, why is it not showing up on the puzzle board? Well, you're gonna press in put in puzzle. Do not press show puzzle, because if you press show puzzle, it will reveal the whole puzzle. You don't want to do that. So you just press put in puzzle, and it'll just show the blanks. Now you're asking, what about the category? How do I get the category to show? Well, when the host of your roleplay game asks for the category, you're going to press the category, and you see it will say category will be revealed immediately as soon as it's saved. So when the host asks for the category, then you press on the category button. So the category will be living things, and then once you press save, it will pop up and the lights will stop flashing. Alright, so let's say we're in the middle of the game, they spun the wheel and they called a N. So you're going to press N here, and as you can see, it will highlight two N's. So you want to show those letters. So you're going to press light up letters, and then it'll make that ding sound. And what your Vanna can do, it'll just walk over here and just reveal those letters, and it'll be lit up. Now let's say you don't have a Vanna. Let's say that you want to do it where the controller is responsible for that. Well, you're gonna click on N again, and it'll highlight those two N's, and you're gonna press show selected, and then it will automatically spin those two letters. Now let's say they're really smart and they got the puzzle. They solved it. You're gonna press solve, and then it's gonna play the cue. It will line up those letters, and then the Vanna can just press all of them, or that little button I showed you, you can press show puzzle, and it will show the rest of the puzzle. And to get rid of the category bar, you can just click on category again, and it will remove the text. So now let's just say that you're ready to begin a new puzzle. You will just go ahead and press unlight all first. Follow these procedures. Unlight puzzle. It'll clear them. And then you're going to press clear. And that will clear the puzzle. Make sure you do that, because let's say you show puzzle, and if you just press unlight, it's not gonna you forget to press clear. Let's say you put a new puzzle, you put in Pat Sajak. It's not gonna turn out, because it's just gonna have your little mesh right here too. So now if that ever happens, you just press clear and press put in puzzle, and that'll fix the issue. Okay, now let's say that you forget to unlight the puzzle. You just press clear, and it's gone. Well, when you put in your new puzzle, we'll put back jumping dolphins. And let's go ahead and prepare that puzzle. Let's click on show puzzle. Well, alright, so let's say that you're ready to begin the show. So we're going to press pin puzzle. Well, what do we have here? Those lights are still showing. That's because it still hasn't passed save yet. So if I press show puzzle, it's still got all the letters. So you always gotta press unlike the puzzle to reset it. Okay, now let's look at this side panel. So first we have the toggle dings. And what that does necessarily is that you just mute the dings for like final spin, so it doesn't make any noise. Next, we have letter presses affect use letterboard. Now, when you turn that on, there is a part where you can have someone roleplay as the use letterboard person, where they click on this these yellow letters and they will be in charge of use letterboard. Now let's say that you don't want them to do that. So let's say the player calls on that. Fly out those letters. And as you can see, the end is gone because it'll automatically take care of the use letterboard for you. And then that's where the reset use letterboard comes handy. When you press that, it will reset the use letterboard and it will pop up all the letters again. Okay, next we have the wheel editor. So the wheel editor, it's like the board editor in Pressure Select Roleplay, except that there is a lot of features that you can do. So right now we're on round 1, you can go to round 2, round 3, round 4. So let's go and edit round 1 real quick. So let's say we first want to edit this $750. So first you can either change it to a loser turn or a bankrupt. And you can see the bankrupt kind of doesn't change its color because you have to do it on your own, but we'll just go to the cash first. Let's set the amount. So let's add $50,000. So we have $50,000 here. Now we can either press special font toggle, and what it does, it kind of like, it almost like bolds it, but like you can see the difference here. It'll just change the font a little bit. And we got some glitter to it. We can add the background color, and see it has that same color wheel, so we'll make it a red kind of. And we can also add the text color, so we'll make it white because. And there you go. And let's say that we want to change the bankrupt. Now the cool thing about the bankrupt is you can add glitter to the bankrupt wedge. And you can also add the text color, so we can make it red. Pretty cool. And same thing with lose a turn. You can also do that. Now let's add a low amount here. So let's add $50. It just says $50 here, right? You press toggle diamonds on the low amount, and we'll add a diamond here. So let's say that, oh, this wheel is perfect, and you changed to round 2, round 3, round 4. Everything looks perfect. What you're going to press is save wheel format, so that way it will publish the wheel changes. So when you press round 1 layout, it will show your changes here. And just like Pressure Select Roleplay, if you want to keep your wheel for another show, you're going to press save data, and you're going to copy and paste all of this. So what you can do, you press Control A, press Control C, and then what you're going to do, you can probably go to your notepad. It's probably not going to show here. You can go to your notepad and paste that. Now let's go ahead and press OK, and let's go ahead and load the default one. So go back to default. Now let's say that I'm ready to go ahead and do the same wheel. You're going to paste your last one here, press load, and it'll load right here, and then you can just save wheel format. So anyways, that's all I really have to show you guys. So if you have any questions, just let people in the GSL Discord server know. Comment your questions, and someone will be able to answer them. And before I head off, I'm going to go ahead and play this intro for you and show you what the intro is like. And that'll just be the closing of this video. So, whenever you're doing the intro, what you should do, you don't have to, but how they usually do it is you're going to press Put in Puzzle. They would always have the puzzle showing already on the actual show. Now, you're going to press Turntable Spin. Press Auto Spin to begin the wheel. And press Set Flash. Now, the $25,000 sign, it comes down at a specific part. When they're chanting Wheel of Fortune, that's when you have the flash on and bring it down. So I'll go ahead and show you guys an example of that really quick. So we'll go ahead and raise that up. And thank you guys for watching, and here's the intro.
From Hollywood.